I'm so glad I finally convinced my dad to buy his dream car again. It's a 1970 Dodge Charger with a 383 big block and a 4-barrel carburetor on it. But it did need a lot of work when we got it, and we're in the process of working out those kinks. But part of the way you have to work out these kinks is you actually have to drive the car to really see what it needs. We didn't even realize it had the problem we're going to tackle in this episode until we actually put a full tank of gas in it and started driving it around. And we noticed that the gas tank was leaking from the top just from things sloshing around. So in this episode, we're going to remove the gas tank and clean up some stuff in there and replace it so we can get this thing back on the road.
So if you ever had to pump the tank out, that thing worked really good. So far, 5 gallons. Dropped the tank and we started pumping it from there. What a pretty unique system. I use it to fill up everything.
With the tank down, we can take a pretty good look at the frame rails and everything else to see what we're going to need to do down the road. The frame rails themselves don't look too bad. We're going to have to sand them down, grind them down, and paint them. The floor pan above the gas tank does need a little bit of love, potentially replaced, but that's something we can do over the winter. We definitely want to put a new gas tank in because this one is leaking from the top.
Tank's all out. I wanted to get up underneath around the rear frame rails, and I grinded them all down. They're all solid. All the mounts are solid. It was heavily undercoated, so that's why the frame rails lasted up here or back here. But as you can see, I hit that with a hammer and a grinder, and it is solid.
After grinding all that down, we slapped some rust inhibitor paint on the whole back of the car. It looks a heck of a lot better, and it's going to last a while too. We're just lining up our straps and the new gas tank to get ready to go in. We want to make sure that the fuel gauge and everything works, so we're going to actually put a new sending unit in it as well. After lining everything up and getting it all set up, it's ready to go back in. It's definitely a lot easier to do this with some type of transmission jack if you're doing it by yourself.
There it is.
Doing small things a little bit at a time has definitely made this car a lot more aesthetically pleasing underneath than it was when we got it. It's also a lot more safe and a lot more reliable now that we've replaced all these parts. I think the back of the car looks great. We still have a couple more things that we'd like to do to the car to make it really roadworthy, but we are really getting there. It does have a couple more leaks where the steering box probably is going to need to get replaced, but for now, the thing looks and sounds awesome. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our uploads. And if you can't wait until the next video, make sure to check out these videos that we already have ready to go.